Hello everyone. This is the very first video in a new series of videos that I'm going to be doing, helping you to write your own play over the course of this time that we have not in school. Okay, so what is a play, first of all? So a play is a type of written story that is designed to be acted out for people who've come to see it. Okay, so in the theatre, say, on the stage, when you go and watch that, that's a play. And we have many different types of plays. They could be musicals, but our one is not going to be musical, unless you're feeling very adventurous. Now, don't worry too much if you didn't quite get that about what a play is, because first of all I want you to do is to imagine you are on national television. This is your task now. Imagine you are on national television. Someone's put a microphone in front of your face. Fiona Bruce has put a microphone in front of your face, and she's asked you, what is the one truth in life that you've learned and you want to tell everyone else? What's the one thing that you've learned that you want to tell everyone else? And think of that and to write it down, okay? It could be really broad or it could be really narrow. It could be, you'll always regret leaving dirty dishes in the sink when morning comes. That could be your truth that you want to tell the world on national television. It could be, always take the shortcut. That could be your truth that you've learned. It could be, do what mum tells you to do. That could be your truth. Okay, have a think now. If you can't think of it just yet, then pause this video and think about it and come back to it, okay? When you come up with something, come back and we'll move on from there, okay? Don't worry if you can't think about it yet, but at the same time, don't overthink it. Needs to be nice and simple. I'll tell you mine. Mine is, plans are great, but you have to learn when to let them go. So this basically means that it's all well and good planning things, and can be quite beneficial to plan things, but when events change, when something gets in the way of the plans, if you hold on to the plan too long, you just end up causing yourself more trouble than if you were to just let it go and accept that the plans have changed, okay? So mine is, plans are great, but you have to learn when to let them go. Okay, so hopefully you've gotten yours now. Again, if not, pause this, go away and come back. Now, your truth for national television is going to be the message for your piece of creative writing, for your play, okay? So my message of my play is going to be, plans are great, but you have to learn when to let them go. Okay, so from the message, we can now work on the concept, okay? So if I'm talking about plans, if there are plans, then there has to be someone that has to have made the plans, okay? That's good. That person is going to be my protagonist. That person is going to be the character around whom the events of the story take place. That's what the protagonist means. And for us to learn when to let them go, something needs to happen in order to disrupt those plans. I think the easiest thing to do would be to make that something that disrupts the plans another character. So I've got two characters now. So my concept is that the protagonist, the person who around whom the events of the story take place, the protagonist has made plans and he doesn't know when to let them go when somebody comes along to disrupt them. I could probably flesh it out a bit more than that, but I think we've done enough for today. Don't you do too much either. Just get your message and then just tease it out a little bit into what we call a concept. But remember, mine's as short as, my protagonist has made plans and he doesn't know when to let them go when somebody comes along to disrupt them. Okay. There are several reasons that I've chosen a play. The first is because of how difficult it is to create several sets of scenery to be moved about on a stage. Many plays actually end up taking place in one room. And I thought we could do the same thing. I thought we could set it in a living room. Okay. Because a lot of you at the moment are probably seeing more of your living room than you usually do, and perhaps more of your living room than any other place. So that's where we're going to set our play. I'd like you to set it in a living room, in your living room if you like. And another reason for choosing a play is that I think plays force us to develop our skills of characterization. The stage directions paint the scene with fairly broad strokes at the start. Yeah, it's quite vague, the narration that you get to give. The real narrative has to be told through your character's actions and words. We're forced to create characters who can tell our story. We can't just tell the story as a narrator. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if my concept about this protagonist who makes some plans and then someone comes along to disrupt them, I don't know if that's going to make a good play or not. Who cares? You don't need to know if yours is going to make a good play or not either. I'm determined to enjoy writing mine, and I think that we've got every chance of you enjoying writing yours as well. So this is going to be the writing project that we're all taking part in over the course of the next few weeks, and at the end of it, you'll have written a play, and that's an amazing achievement. So go ahead, think of your message, and then think of your concept. Stay safe and wash your hands.